Once again, we're using the sine law to solve this triangle here. We want to find the unknown sides and angles, so it's not closed fully, so let's just close that off. So we're going to find this side B here, we're going to find angle B, okay, and we're going to find angle A. And we can't do the 180 minus two angles because we're missing two instead of having two. But luckily we have the sine law, which allows us to solve this quite easily. So let's start off with what we know here. We have this side, and this side here, but this is what really matters because we need to have a pair, an angle and its corresponding side in order to solve. So I'm going to set this up as sine of A over 8, because I do want to solve for the angle first, A, equals sine of 48 over, what is that, 7. Okay, notice how I've used all the information given in this question, okay, in order to get my first equation, because I can't use the B here, okay, I can't use the B here because I don't know them, okay. So once I have this, I can rearrange it and solve for sine of A. So I'm going to have 8 over here times sine of 48, all divided by 7. What does that give? Well, let's pull up the calculator, bring it over here, and let's do the math. So I'm going to clear this up. I'm going to do 48 sine, I'll do the sine in the numerator first, times 8, and then divide that by 7. And I'll write it to 4 decimal places in my work, but I'm going to do the calculation with the number that exists over there. 0.8493. And remember, that is sine A. To find the value of A, I have to take the inverse of this number. Okay, and when I do that, I just press sine inverse on my calculator, and that gives me 58.1, or just 58 degrees. Great. Okay, so we do have a value for A now. That is 58. And B is going to be 180 minus the sum of the other two. So 180 minus 58 minus 48. That gives us, what? 90, 58 and 48. That'll be 106. So that'll be, no, not 90, it'll be 80. 84 degrees, and that's our angle B here. I know it doesn't look like 84 degrees because again these diagrams they're not drawn to scale. Okay, they're just representations, loose representations of our scenario. But now we can solve for B. Okay, if we do the math. Sorry, that's not 84. What am I saying? That's 74. If we do the math, I can set it up to solve for side B over sine of 74 degrees. Let me change that over here. And that's going to give me, let's use what we know here. We have 7 over sine of 48 degrees. And my B value is going to be 7 times sine of 74 divided by sine of 48, which gives us, let's see, 74 sine times 7 divided by 48 sine equals 9.05. So let's just say 9 centimeters. I'm going to round it to just the nearest centimeter, even though that's probably way off. It's good enough. Well, not way off. It's just, decimals do eventually count here. But let's just leave it at 9. Okay, so approximately 9.